Welcome back, dear students. Let's start our class with chocolate today, a virtual chocolate. So what shape is chocolate? What is the shape of this chocolate? This chocolate is rectangular. Okay, you find chocolates of different shapes. Okay, and this chocolate is rectangular and it has square pieces. Okay, let's have a look at few more objects from our day-to-day life. The mats which you put at your home, or the rings which girls wear, or the signal boards, the sign boards on the roads like go slow, school ahead, okay, no horn, all those things. Okay, so what you observe in all these figures, okay, these all figures have four sides in them, yeah, isn't it? This is a four-sided figure, even this is a four-sided figure, this mat is also four-sided. So what do we call these four-sided figures in mathematics? Yeah, we call them as quadrilaterals. Yeah, all the four-sided figures, closed polygons, they are called quadrilaterals. So you have been learning about quadrilaterals and you have been using quadrilaterals from long time. Even this figure you can see, this is a design on a wall, a rhombus shaped, okay, a rhombus shaped, a rhombus inside a rhombus and another rhombus above it. So it looks like a beautiful shape on the wall. So these all shapes, these all objects and many more, okay, if I keep giving you examples, there are innumerable examples in our day-to-day life. You can watch around you, there are many four-sided figures like the walls of your room, okay, the best example, the walls, the ceiling, the floor, the tiles, okay, what else, the boxes at your home, the almirah and many more things, okay, they all are four-sided figures, they have four sides, okay, so those all are quadrilaterals. So today we are going to see the introduction of quadrilaterals and the properties of few quadrilaterals. So before we go for that, let's see the family members of the quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral is the name of a figure which has four sides in it. Now according to the properties, different properties, we have different types of different quadrilaterals, okay, like we have parallelograms. We will see the properties of each one of these types of quadrilaterals, okay. Parallelogram, then in parallelogram comes rhombus, then comes rectangle, square, okay, and here comes trapezoid, okay, this comes in a different family of quadrilateral, and kite is also a family member of this. So we are not going to discuss the properties of kite because this is not required in our chapter. So we will study the properties of these all quadrilaterals, okay. You have been learning about quadrilaterals from your lower classes. In 9th class also you have quadrilaterals chapter, in which we are going to learn, we are going to go deep in the concepts. So let's begin with the properties of types of quadrilaterals. The first one is trapezium. Okay, you can see the figure. What is a trapezium? A trapezium has one pair of sides as parallel, okay, a quadrilateral in which one pair of side is parallel. So in this figure, AB is parallel to CD. This is the symbol used for parallel, okay, two parallel lines. So AB is parallel to CD, can be denoted by the arrows on the same side. So this type of quadrilateral is named as trapezium. Then next is parallelogram. Okay, what is a parallelogram? A quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel. This side is AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. You can see that, and opposite sides are equal also in this. Okay, we can say AB is equals to CD and AD is equals to BC. So a quadrilateral which has these properties, that quadrilateral is named as parallelogram. Okay, a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal and parallel, okay, that type of quadrilateral is called parallelogram. Now whichever quadrilateral has these properties, opposite sides are parallel and equal, that will be a parallelogram. Okay, and any specific name can also be given to that. Like in this example, I can say a rhombus is also a parallelogram because it has all the properties of a parallelogram. You can see in rhombus also opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay, one unique property of a rhombus is all sides are equal in this. Okay, in rhombus all sides are equal, like the shape of a ring which I have shown you just now. So this is the property of a rhombus, all sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. So every rhombus is a parallelogram, but every parallelogram is not a rhombus. Next, let's go to the next one, rectangle. Okay, a rectangle is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal. What is the difference between rectangle and parallelogram? Okay, the difference between rectangle and parallelogram is if each angle of a parallelogram becomes 90 degrees. Here you see the angle is not 90 degree. Okay, if each angle become 90 degree, then that type of quadrilateral is called rectangle. So the only difference between rectangle and parallelogram is the angle difference. That is, in rectangle we have each angle 90 degree and all the remaining properties are same. Opposite sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. So this is the property of a rectangle. Then last one is a square. Okay, how square and rhombus are different from each other? In square and rhombus there is a difference of only angle. Okay, you can see in square a rhombus becomes a square if all the angles become 90 degree. Okay, so in a square opposite sides are parallel and opposite sides are equal, or all sides are equal, I can say. Yes, all sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. Each angle is 90 degree in it. Okay, so there are some similarities between square and rhombus, rectangle and a parallelogram. Okay, and there are some differences. The difference between rectangle and rhombus and parallelogram is only the 90 degree angle. In this each angle is 90, here each angle is not 90. And the difference between square and rhombus is also the same. Here each angle is 90, here each angle is not 90 degree. So this is all about the properties of different types of quadrilaterals. You have been learning about these from your lower classes. Then we'll go to the diagonals also. How many diagonals I can draw in each one of these figures? I can draw two diagonals. What is a diagonal? A line joining the two opposite vertices. So how many diagonals I can draw in this? I can draw two diagonals in a quadrilateral. So let's draw two diagonals in this. AC is the first diagonal, BD is the other diagonal, and in parallelogram these two diagonals are not equal. Okay, keep this in mind, the diagonals are not equal. In this rhombus also I can draw two diagonals. Here also diagonals are not equal and bisect each other, they bisect each other. Okay, here also I can draw two diagonals, one AC, another is BD. Okay, here diagonals are equal and bisect each other. Bisect each other means they divide each other equally. And in square also I can draw two diagonals. Here also diagonals are equal and bisect each other at 90 degree. Okay, so there are two conditions about the diagonals. Let me explain you that. If I draw two lines just like this, okay, I can say these two lines are perpendicular to each other and they bisect each other. Okay, the first line divides the second line, they divide each other equally. So this means they bisect each other at right angle. And if I draw two lines like this, they are not meeting at right angle. Okay, just they are bisecting each other. So we have different types of diagonals like this. So you have to copy this all the properties of quadrilaterals will study these all the properties in depth in the coming sessions. Thank you.